Hello everyone, welcome to Crystal Eclipse. My name is Jessica. Before I get started, I just want to say I send you all a bunch of peace and love and good energy, and I hope that you're doing well. In today's video, we'll be asking the cards about your future spouse or life partner, whichever one you feel closely related to, and their family, their friends that they consider family, extended family, their first impression of you. So when this future spouse or this life partner introduces you to them, basically the vibes or the emotions that they have when they first meet you. Now, I know some people maybe like they don't have a big family or they don't really have a family, so they might introduce you to friends or just those people that they really care about, and basically just take whatever resonates with you, take whatever you really feel is a connecting factor for this person, and just leave the rest for the next person to come along. I have 3 stacks for you all today to choose from. I have little cards as well as stones in case you're not filling the stones, because I know sometimes people don't really want to choose based off of stones. So we have Forever over here with labradorite. We have Always with this little pink quartz heart, and we have Eternity with clear quartz. So once again, choose whichever stack or stacks call out to you. It can be one stack, it can be multiple, it can be all of them. You can check the description box or the comment section for timestamps if you'd like to go ahead and skip directly to those stacks. So let's go ahead and get started. Starting with our first stack, we have Forever over here with that little labradorite stone. So as I was laying these cards out, I got an interesting story that came out, because it almost feels like we're getting a little background information on this family, the parents, the people that are around this future spouse of yours, and really truly know them. So we're talking about very like a close knit bunch of people. With the Ace of Cups, the 8 of Cups coming out first, and then we see that final position of the Ace of Cups. We're seeing a big transition here. So I feel like when it comes to you, that first impression might create a little bit of a weird energy where you're wondering if they like you, if they actually accept you or will accept you. But that's why we're seeing this sort of like previous story coming through. The 8 of Cups signifies having to let go of something, having to move away from something. So we're seeing that as well as either a previous relationship or something that really impacted this person in the past prior to being in a relationship with you or even knowing you. There's quite a bit that went on, and it's something that was difficult to move forward from, something that almost like they had such a strong attachment to, and letting go of it was something that they felt forced to do, or like there was no other option. To me, when it's coming through in this way and we see a lot of solitude here, I feel like they had to let go of some dreams. I'm not sure if this was a person. I don't really feel like it was exactly a person. I think more so it was an idea that they had, and then they came to the conclusion that the place that they were in life or the people they were around in life, they weren't able to achieve their dreams, and they had to sort of let go of that in order to chase after what was beneficial to them. And they went through a lot of isolation, a lot of separation, trying to figure things out, to almost like choose to be the better version of them, to choose to chase after their own dreams, almost like the choice to be selfish, but in a way that allowed better things to happen for them and for the people around them. And the only way for you to enter their life was for all of that to happen. So we see all that take place, and I feel like all these people around them watched that. They saw all these things transpire, they saw the choices being made, almost like a depression energy that came over this person, and they really wanted somebody to come through. And now here you come, and this is where there's that like almost half in half out. It's like they see you and you are present within that 4 of Cups, that cup that is coming through as offering us a rainbow. It's the one that stands out, the one that cannot be ignored, the one that is meant to be. And it's almost like all the guardian angels, all the people that watch over you, your ancestors, whatever higher powers you believe in, they're making sure that this future spouse, this life partner, their family, their friends, that like they don't ignore the sign that's being presented through you. So it's really this brightness that's there, but they almost have a belief of like, is this too good to be true? Like, are you real? Are you really the one that they've been waiting for? Are you really this person that has been on their mind for all this time? But they almost gave up on finding the right person. And then through the struggle, they walked away, they moved forward, and it was difficult, I think, for them to even almost approach you, because I feel like whatever energy this person has around the time you meet, there's still something lingering from the past that's like thinking they can't have that, that life that they dreamed of. They can't have that you know, whatever it is, you know, your 10 of cups, they sort of felt like it wasn't possible for them. But then here it is, like we see the arrival of the Ace of Cups coming through, that ideal, the perfect person, the overflow, the abundance, everything, you know, that you could ever imagine. We have the Beaver and Birch with home, and we have the Hound and Parent loyalty. And home and loyalty really add up well within this like family dynamic here. They're such a strong group of people. They really truly love each other, and I feel like you won't meet people that are this like tight knit, this close to each other, this caring, this sincere with their love, this like absolute, you know, like we're family and we stay together. It's a really beautiful family dynamic. But they are incredibly excited. First impression, they're so psyched to meet you. They're so happy that you exist, but there's still hesitance there because they're not quite sure, you know, if this person will get hurt, or if, you know, it's really going to follow through the way that they're hoping for. I think it's just that reservation, you know, keep the expectations low so you don't get disappointed. But they see you as this light, as this brightness, as this thing that, you know, they didn't know was coming through. And that's what I'm saying, like we see the Eight of Cups, we see the Eight of Cups, it comes out twice. That's a very strong position to be in, the Eight of Cups, you know, to have two appearances of it. Then we have 3 out of the 4 fours, you know, so we have the Four of Swords, the Four of Cups, and then we have the Four of Wands. We don't have the Four of Pentacles coming through, which is good, because if we had the Four of Pentacles, we'd see it as a reservation where people were closed off and not willing to be open. But we see that as clarity, understanding who you are, your importance, and who you'll be in the future. And then we do see the best card here, which is the Four of Wands, which is full acceptance into the family. That absolute, like, they put all their energy into you. It's a celebration, you know. That card's normally almost like a wedding depicted. It's a celebration, a union of two people that are coming together, and the union is supported by everyone. The entire village comes out to celebrate that union. So even though it might seem like there's just a little bit of like that hesitation, I feel like it's mainly just to make sure that it's right. Like they just don't want to get their hopes up, for their hopes to be, you know, just thrown out. That's just basically their energy. But I feel like they really truly think you're wonderful when they meet you. They really love your energy, your appearance, your communication style, who you are, your like overall demeanor. I think they see you as the perfect match for the person that is, you know, a part of their family. So they're really excited to bring someone in that really matches their energy well, that really like balances out that the person, you know, your future spouse, your life partner. It's really a great relationship. They just need a little time to warm up, to really know that this is secure, you know, that it's not going anywhere, it's not rocky or anything, because they are so loyal and they really care truly about their family, the people that they're connected to. And that would also mean you, because then you'd be a part of the family as a future spouse or life partner. And either way, they like truly completely accept you into their family. But that's what I'm seeing here. It's just that, you know, a little bit of hesitation in the beginning, and then, you know, full acceptance. But that's forever with the Labradorite. No negative vibes, because we do have the Labradorite here saying that it's going to be a pretty calm, you know, nice environment for you to be in. No worries. But I hope that all of that was able to resonate with you. I thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, week, and year. Bye bye. So starting off with the second stack, and always with that pink quartz or that rose quartz, whichever you prefer to call it. When it comes to this person, this life partner, this future spouse, it's actually interesting the way these cards came out, because I feel like they're telling a story about why this family is so, you know, in love with you when they meet you. They just think you're wonderful. And it's because whoever this person was in a relationship with in the past seemed like they were such like absolutely, you know, like meh of a person, that they were so done with it. I feel like the family did not like the previous person. I feel like the energy that this person gave off just really alarmed the family and the friends. And if anything, it's giving me like they kept trying to push this person away, because they knew that it was only leading to, you know, like a darker place for your future spouse or your life partner. And they were just so caught up in the relationship, they didn't see what was happening. We have the Tower, we have the Six of Swords. And those two cards coming out together so strong indicate that there was a lot of chaos prior to your arrival. And we do see it calm down, and we do see it almost ascend into a higher level, where this person that you're meeting, there's nothing you need to worry about when it comes to the previous relationship, because whatever happened here is not going to spill over into your relationship. They all had to go through this to become this better person. So when you meet them, they're at their highest level. Well, prior to meeting you, the highest level they could get to. Very clear mindset, very good at communicating, and very good at understanding the difference between like infatuation and actual love, or obsession and true love. And it's interesting because we have that pink quartz over there, that rose quartz, and it's a stone that sort of like purifies emotions. It creates a healthy environment, one that's not suffocated or put, in a box, nothing that has rules assigned to it. So it creates a much more loving and almost like pure soul environment for you. So this person mainly, I think, whoever they were with in the past, it seems like it was just a very negative person. The family like could not wait for them to leave their life because it just caused a lot of chaos. And then I do see an abrupt end to that relationship, something that was unavoidable. But I feel like that was almost set in place by their spirit guides, your future spouse's spirit guides, because they couldn't let this go on longer. They were like, you're wasting too much time, you're wasting too much energy on this, and it's just not meant to be. You got to move on because you're going to miss this opportunity with this person that's coming through in the future. So they've gotten to this great place, and I feel like your arrival in their life really cements that. It gives them the clarity to choose the right choice, and then move forward with it. And the family just loves who you are as a person because you have a clean, clear energy. You have a great approach to life. You have a brightness to you, but also like a strength to you, where you face reality head on, but you also still hope. You hope that things can turn out right. You hope that there's something good in the future, that things will be okay. And they just really appreciate that just overall mentality that you have and that you bring to this relationship. And more importantly, the person that you're making this person into is someone that I think the family and friends knew they could be all along, but only saw sort of like hindered in growth due to that previous relationship. So finally you arrive and everything comes out. The romance, the perfect person, the loving person, the spouse, the one that sees the future with like brightness, that anticipates what's to come rather than worries about things. Because whoever that previous person was, it's just their overall, they were just very almost like they brought everyone down. They created a negative environment, a thickness in the air that really nobody cared for. And at the same time, it's almost like because of their energy, it's like they caused a drift or separation within the relationship. But then you come along and you bring everything back together, you tie it back together, you put everything back in place. And they've been waiting for this. They've been waiting for someone like you to come into this person's life so that they can almost like they can rest easily now, knowing that the right person is there and that there's somebody to create a good environment. There's somebody to watch over this person, and that for their family member to watch over in return, somebody to be there, somebody to just exist in that life with them. Like they just want them to have a true partner. We do see that with patience and an ending coming through. It's like they waited forever for that ending to come, and now they finally have it. They finally have the right person coming through. They're celebrating it though. I feel like major celebration for you. They're accepting. If anything, I feel like they're more of like the reserve type, but on the side when you're not there, they're like pushing them, like you got to be more loving, or you got to be more expressive, you need to say more, you need to make sure that they know how you feel, you need to make sure that you're showing the right hints and affection. They're actively encouraging this relationship for the both of you, so that it doesn't get away from them. They really truly do like you. There's like not enough to say about you because you match so well with this person. And I honestly don't feel like there's a big family. With the other one, it felt more like there was a larger surrounding. I don't feel like there's a lot of people here, or at least the ones that are close seems to be very few. It seems like a little family, you know, a small group of people, not many. You know, I feel like when you're first introduced to these people, probably like 6 people or less, maybe like 3 people, you know, like parents and a sibling or something. It doesn't seem like there's a large group of people. And I don't think that there ever is a large group of people. I think the family sort of keeps to themselves, or maybe there's just not an extended family. But same thing with friends. I feel like there's only like a few close friends that they're really concerned with you meeting. So it's just like this small group of people that they truly care about, like the opinion of and hearing what they have to say. But they seem to be really quite excited. You know, they could almost like they could see who you are before this future spouse of yours can even see who you are, or even before you know what this relationship is. I feel like they're the ones that are able to see it, and they really do have like very positive energy to them, a very loving energy. I really like the environment here, because they just want this person to do well. And I think with you too, like you come in and you're a part of the family, so now they want you to do well, so they give off this good energy of like, you know, focus on what happened so you could learn from it, move forward, and then have the right relationship. We see that with the star. The star is like, you know, greatness, perfection, everything you could hope for, finally there, you know. So that's what I'm seeing here with this second stack, and always with that little pink or rose quartz heart. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I do hope that some or all of that was able to resonate with you. Please have a wonderful day, week, and year. Bye bye. Starting with our third stack here, we have an eternity with that little clear quartz heart. So this stack actually has a very interesting energy that's very similar to the previous stack, but it has a stronger vibe of who was like the predecessor in this relationship. So the previous stack had the same energy of the family being very excited to have you in their life, being quite cheerful, you know, almost like you know, realizing the good ones here. But there was a comparison to the previous person, to the ex, or to, you know, the last person they were in contact with. What this one has is much stronger of a representation of who that was, what it caused, and then why it is that they're so happy to have you here. So first impression really does stand out here. There's a strong impression of like, oh, look, it forever has arrived. We see that with the King of Pentacles as somebody who is older, but normally with the King of Pentacles, I feel like a permanent energy, something that's very long term, very lasting, but also in a like a familial way. So something that comes across as where the family lies, you know, like the family sees you and thinks, here's forever, here's the right person, here's the one that is meant to be. Then we have the Devil and Strength coming through, and even with the Two of Pentacles, like there's choices that are having to be made between the cards, choices on how to move forward, what to let go of, what to cling to, you know, what to almost like let control you, and then choosing to move forward. And we have that entirely depicted within these 4 cards: the Devil, Strength, the Two of Pentacles, as well as the Son of Wands. All those cards indicate the choice to move forward and let go of whatever this issue was. Now, if this was a person, which I'm leaning toward, right, that it was a person in the past that maybe was somebody that did not match up well with them, somebody who maybe made them like stress too much, or expected them to give way too much and never gave in return. It was somebody that made this person, you know, I have to like maybe like work 24/7 to pay all the bills, and this person never did anything because they felt like they should be provided for. Or it's somebody who like you know, the type of person that will tell you all about their problems but not listen to yours. It's that kind of energy, but to an extent where it actually wore your future spouse, your life partner out, where it was noticeable. Like people could see that this was such a negative relationship. And finally, the difference between this deck and the previous one was this person saw what kind of person they were turning into because of this relationship, and they chose to let it go. They chose to walk away from it because their mindset was, I'm going to focus on myself because the right person's waiting for me, and I need to be the best version of myself in order for this person to see me, to be with me. So they had that strength. They made a decision. It's interesting because we have that little infinity over there, and then we have one in this card, and it's like the choice to be strong, you know, to move forward, let go of this past situation, and chase after their own dreams, put themselves first, and know their own worth. And we see that Son of Wands We see that migrating into the Nine of Cups, that like just more like being who they need to be, getting the right job, getting the right mindset, surroundings, you know, friends, everything, just like almost like cleaning everything off, clearing the slate, and then starting up from scratch and then moving forward. So it's this really great energy of how like they let go of this for the right person to come through, and then they see you, you know, that's where the family is like, there it is, the right person, it's finally here, because they did all the work that they needed to do. The universe finally aligned you two with each other, and you can now move forward successfully. So it's just a very strong energy with that. I'm not sure why this card or this deck and the previous one came out more strong with the previous person, and sort of why you're special, why you come across as being so amazing. And we have communication, we have bashfulness, and I think with both of those, you have a different approach to the way that you like communicate with people than what they're used to. You're not somebody who's like super loud. You're not somebody who's super aggressive. You have a way of speaking that like you might not be the loudest person, but I feel like you have a way of silencing the room when you're talking, and everybody just listens. Like no matter how loud you are, no matter how quiet you are, people just listen to you because they feel like you're speaking directly to them. Even if you're speaking to an entire room of like 100 people, they feel like you're speaking directly to them. You're not aggressive. You're not very like self-absorbed. You don't have this like chip on your shoulder where you walk in and you tell everybody like they're supposed to listen to you. You have this really great, approachable, just air about you. Everything about you is very approachable. And they really do appreciate that. And I think the King of Pentacles representing the family's way of looking at you, it's like they see that, they see who you are. And even with Justice coming through as like the two black cats, or the two black cats, sorry, the black and the white, with the white and the black cat, and the two cats sort of what is it, sort of countering each other but also mirroring each other at the same time. It's like yin and yang, you know, the perfect compatibility where one completes the other. And that's your energy coming through to this. You complete this other person. You create the right environment, the right bond, and they finally see somebody who really matches, you know, their family member well. And they think, I think with the way that these cards are coming out, I feel like there's an interesting way that they see this, the way that they think about this relationship. It's like they see you two talking, the way that you're communicating with each other, and you're almost like you're saying less, you know, because you're able to understand the other person. And you get them on levels that a lot of people don't. Like maybe they have a sense of humor, maybe they're not super funny, or they don't joke a lot, but when they do, it's just like little jokes. But you get them, and you laugh, and you make them feel like they're heard, and that you know, that they're actually funny. And it's because you match their personality type, or you get the references, or you're the one that can take things slow when maybe they're not like the most excited person, maybe they're an introvert, or you're the one that can adapt to their extrovert energy. You know, it's whatever way that you're able to almost become that person they need, that makes them feel like this is a special person. But also for them, because I feel like if we're looking at Justice as more like yin and yang, we're seeing that they can also adapt themselves to you. So you're almost both capable of being the person that the other one needs, or you are, it's not you're almost, you are capable of being the person that the other one needs. And there's a genuine joy that comes from this family and the friends. They finally see it. They're like, look, at the devil's gone and the right person has arrived. So it just seems like a very good environment. I like this family's energy. The family, friends, it seems like a really nice energy. It might not be a lot of people like the previous deck, but I feel like it's a, or whoever they introduce you to, small group. But that's what I'm seeing here with this last deck in Eternity with the clear quartz. It's a good mindset, a good environment. I hope that some or all of that was able to resonate with you. And I thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, and year. Bye-bye.